Hey YouTube, so today we're going to compare turtle wax, hard shell wax versus Rain Dance Carnauba Paste Wax. So on this side is going to be the turtle wax, and that side will be the Rain Dance. So the area of the car has been washed, clayed, and wiped down with icy propyl alcohol. And we use two different rags. I'm going to leave the median right here, unwaxed, just for the test strip so you can see what it looks like with no wax. And let's get started. The turtle wax does not come with a applicator pad. Oh, actually, yeah, it does. They both do. They both come with applicator pads. They actually both look like this. They say this is paste wax, but to me, it's more like a liquid wax in a can than it is anything else. Apply very light pressure. To the wax. That's a little too much. Yeah, that should be good though. And one key tip is actually every time you go to go back into the thing to make sure you don't have any dirt on the applicator pad, you wipe it off on the can, and you'll cause a little lip, but you'll keep the whatever. If you got any sort of dirt on the pad, you won't bring it back into the wax. And that way you'll prevent any scratches doing that. Yeah. So again, this turtle wax, it's easy to apply. Getting off, I can already feel it dries pretty quickly. Like right now, I can already feel some of the spots drying, which is fine. Yeah, that's the thing with turtle wax. It is always a little bit harder to remove than other waxes. Yeah, it doesn't have a good smell to it though. It smells like a cologne or something. Just really, but like a very musky smell. Not more chemical than anything else. Oh yeah, the Rain Dance smells awesome. So the turtle wax is actually like a green color, like it always is, and this one's a blue one. This is actually made in the United States, which I like. This was a little bit more. This was like almost $10, and then that turtle wax is, like $4. So not exactly the same price, but they're very close. This is actually harder to apply. Jeez. It's not wanting to spread out very much. Oh, wait. I might have left that median strip a little too big, so I might go back over with some turtle wax. Cover the middle a little bit more. Wow. Yeah, this stuff is a lot more work to apply it than I would like a wax to be. Oh, it really gets stuck. I don't know if that's going to be good for the water repellents or not, but we'll see. It does smell better though, so if you like the smell of a wax, this one smells a little bit better. It says it's a long-lasting, less wax. I did feel like you had to use very little of it because in the end you get a little bit out and then you just have to spread it around. But the thing is, you don't want to apply a lot of pressure when you're waxing, and this one you kind of had to apply some elbow grease to it because you have to move it around. That was just a very little bit. Like, of the turtle wax, to get that little bit, you're using a lot. So I'm going to fill in, actually, yeah, just a little bit more. The turtle wax is already dry, like some of it. Wow, yeah, that's actually already dry. Yeah, I was saying it dried quickly, when I was waxing it. It was insane. Yeah, so I mean, both these waxes, I mean, this might be, I mean, realistically, this is probably $5 at the store, and that's 10. I mean, yeah, $5, but I literally used half as much wax doing that with this one. Like, this side took twice as much wax. But, and then again, this is also a smaller container. This is like 9.5 ounces, and that's 11 ounces. So you get more wax with that one for $5. So, I mean, the price difference doesn't really matter because then you're looking at the size. Let's go over. Okay, 10 ounces. So you get actually you get half an ounce because it's 9.5. I mean, so you get a little bit more wax, and you use less, and so I mean that's kind of worth it to me. Let's see if it dried. They didn't dry just yet. But that's like, the turtle wax does dry a tiny bit quicker. Yeah, so I'm gonna let them dry and then I'll come back. Okay, so now the turtle wax is dry, we're gonna wipe it off, do a little finger swipe, and it's crystal clear. Just take any finger, swipe it across, and if it doesn't smear, then you're good to go. If it smears, then you're not. Also, do it in more than one area. Like, I'll do it down here too, just in case. Because if, say, it's smeared down here because I put a little bit more on so it didn't dry as quickly, then yeah, that would be a indicator for you. Again, it's turtle wax, so it's buffing off easier this time, easier than before, than I'm used to. But yeah, just gotta go over it a couple more times to be sure you didn't miss a tiny spot. That's the good thing about these waxes. A lot of your newer waxes are gonna start going towards a invisible, like they're not gonna be pasty white when they dry. So that's like a good thing. If you miss a spot, you're not gonna be able to really tell. You'll be able to tell if you look at it closely. Like, oh hey, like look at this smudge. Like that's your wax. But these older waxes turn white, so it's a lot easier to tell. Which it's a good thing. It's a bad thing. To me, it's a good thing because I'm not gonna miss the wax. But I guess it would be a problem if you like when you wax a car, you're not going for speed. Why would you go for? You're not. So you're supposed to take your time and be patient with it. That way, you're not going to miss it anyways. Because the whole point of waxing your car is to protect the paint from the elements. Alright. Now let's check the rain dance side. It's good. Check the bottom. Better. Okay. There we go. This is Turtle Wax 2.0. I put a little too much on. Wow. So, like the Turtle Wax, it buffs off. This is actually harder to buff off than the Turtle Wax. Amazing. So I'm going to beat you, Turtle Wax. Someone's harder to buff off. Wow. Really should have gone a little bit lighter on the wax. Dang it. So, lesson learned, this wax, very little, goes a long, long way. Yeah, I might have even over-applied it. Well, that's the other problem. If you over-apply a wax, you're going to have a fun time getting it off. So just be careful when you're waxing to use less is more in any case, because you can always reapply it if you don't think you have enough wax. After, like, buff it off and then do it again. But, yeah. That's not really fun. If you would have done that to the whole car, it would have caused yourself 2 or 3 times more amount of time to buff it off, because then you're going over it again. Wow, this looks crystal clear. So both sides look about the same. It's also a little cloudy, but I do like. I mean, that was a little bit harder to buff off, but wow, this stuff, it feels smoother too. Like if I can glide my hand over, and I cleaned it too, which is amazing. Yeah, they're for the price. I mean, you're gonna end up being the same price, just because you're gonna use a lot less of the Rain Dance paste wax. Alright, yeah. And a good way to check to make sure you missed any wax is if you go down and look across, you can see any wax that you left on it. Alright, and now we're gonna do the water test. Alright, time for the water test. Okay, that's pretty pathetic. The Rain Dance looks the same as the, wow, it looks the same as the metal strip test. Like, the beads are blobs. I mean, the turtle wax is nice and uniformed, and this is just, wow. Okay, wasn't expecting that. That's pretty bad. Alright, yeah. It sheets about the same as the turtle wax, but because it didn't have the beading like the turtle wax has, like right here, like you get bigger patches that are cleared, but then you get bigger patches that aren't cleared. I'm going to show you this in a second from this angle, but so far, it looks like the turtle wax is just doing a lot better. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Wow. Now I'm even questioning why I even bought the Rain Dance. Wow. I literally could have probably left the car without wax on it, and it would have been better. I mean, look at how much more hydrophobic the turtle wax is. I mean, this is the medium strip. I mean, look at how slow it is to repel the water. And the Rain Dance is doing no better than the... You're literally better off with no wax in the middle than you are with the Rain Dance on this side. Alright, let's do it again. Light mist and see what happens. Actually, I can go later than this, I think. Yeah. No, not really. So I mean, light pressure on it. It's just not. It's not being hydrophobic at all, as the turtle wax is. The turtle wax is going to bead off. I mean, you can just tell the difference from the medium to the turtle wax, because after it's done, you see all the beads pop up. You see the median strip right here where the water is, you know, not really doing anything, and then you get to this, and it's like, that's pretty bad. Alright, let me show you from this angle. So you'll see the turtle wax over there by the bush. This is the Rain Dance, not really going anywhere. And look at the turtle wax, it's cleared off completely. And then you got all this. So in this head-to-head, I would have to say it was the turtle wax. It's cheaper. They're both going to be a little bit harder to buff off than than other traditional paste waxes. Because to me, it's not really a paste wax. It's almost like a liquid wax just stuck in a can. And yeah, one was $5. Rain Dance was $10. So the turtle wax wins that. It had better beading. No waters left over on the turtle wax side. I mean, look at that. The medium is that little strip of water right there, and then over on that side was the turtle wax, all gone, and then you got that. So in this head-to-head, turtle wax won, and have a good one. Please like, subscribe, and watch my other videos, and have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.